Well, folks, I found the General Lee. Right there. And he's set up to go. Got fishing gear on top. We are at Beauvoir, last home of Jefferson Davis, U.S. Senator and Congressman, President of the Confederacy, built in 1852 to 1854. It has been site of a Confederate veterans home since 1903. This is not the home. That's the Presidential Library right up yonder. So we're gonna go inside here. If you're military, active duty, you come down in uniform, you get in for free. So we're gonna go in and check it out. I see a cannon over there. Cannon or mortar, I'm not sure. I believe it's a cannon. So, all right. Okay, folks, we are inside of the Welcome Center, I guess. And here we have Tartar, Jefferson Davis's war horse from the Mexican-American War exhibit in the pre-Katrina exhibit in the original Jefferson Davis Presidential Library and Museum. Okay, and so Katrina ripped the exhibit from the original Jefferson Davis Museum and pulled the horse out into the Gulf. Whenever the tide went out, Tartar, resting on all fours, would rise from the Gulf. Whenever the tide came back in, he would slowly disappear under the waves. Public concern about the horse drowning in the sea was finally put to rest when the horse was recovered. So, there he is. They actually play a movie in there. So. Piano. She did tell me that this piano that's all torn up was removed from a tree after Hurricane, I think, Katrina. So. Battle flag, which everybody seems to associate with racism. The third national flag, right there. Okay. And you can read that if you want to. And I'll go back here to the battle flag. You can pause and enlarge that if you want to. And here we have the second battle flag. The first national flag. Right there. You can read that. Then you have the Bonnie Blue. There. And I got them all lined up here. That's a kind of a gift shop in there. You got to be back here. And she did tell me that this was all hand carved, this case on here. All these horses were carved. And one of the guys that works here, he did all the leather work. She said these cannons will actually fire a little ball, but they won't let them do it. Yeah. Got a 20-foot long boat up here, folks, called the Barbashela. I'm not sure how it is. There's a plaque there. I'm not sure if it's readable, but it was owned by Jefferson Davis's youngest daughter, and it's been restored. There's an old flag. Okay. Replica of a Confederate Third National Flag that was intentionally distressed when first given to Beauvoir prior to Katrina. Then Katrina authentically distressed it. It was recovered after the storm in the yard and has been in storage. Still a bit dirty until 3/25/15. This is not a valuable artifact, but it is part of our Katrina story. Another piano. Jefferson Davis. Virginia Ann Winnie Davis. Ooh. Just going through here right quick, folks. Model of the ironclad CSS Virginia. They still haven't got all this stuff out, folks, so. Medical. Wow. And this just goes on and on. I believe this is the presidential library here. Oh. John Bell Hood. That's who Fort Hood was named after. Union soldiers taking a break. Southern soldiers charging. President Jefferson Davis occupied this house from 1875 to 1878. Here, his eldest daughter was married January 1878 to J.A. Hayes, only president of the Confederacy. Let his memory be honored forever. Oh, this was cataflex. I can't pronounce that. So, but it was used to carry Jefferson Davis in his funeral. And that's the death mask of Jefferson, President Jefferson Davis. There you go. Bobo Legacy, 1877 to 1889.
grounds and walked the same places.
Okay, folks, I got the TV going in here, but
Jeff Davis Oak right
this is
back over
Lieutenant
here.
James
Looks
Deering.
like an oak he used to like to sit under.
There he is as a general.
And different places on the property, and he loved this place. He found the solitude he's been looking for.
And the Medal of Honor, Confederate Medal of Honor.
Looking for a place to write his memoirs, which he did, The Rise and Fall of the Confederate Government, which was in
And you can read the citation right there.
But there's just so much history here, and again, it's a
There's some
memorial
more.
and a shrine to Jefferson Davis and his family and the Confederate soldiers. And that's nothing more, nothing less.
Whether you agree or disagree with the reasons for the Civil War, it is a war that happened and needs to be remembered so we don't do it again. Although I think some people forget this. Confederate veterans. And I will be going up into the north, up New England area, so you will probably see some Union Civil War stuff up there. So, yeah. That's his house in 1883. So. That's the house over there in the grounds. So. They do have an elevator you can take to go up. I like to use the stairs if I can. It's just better exercise. So, elevator is right there. You read that there. It is a dollhouse of Jefferson Davis's house.